Hi, I'm Norman A. Hood, financial advisor and host of the Exit Plan Show. I interview America's top advisors like today's guest, Don Ames of A&D Insurance Advisors in Austin, Texas. To help business owners enjoy more personal freedom, grow their companies faster, and transition ownership seamlessly when the time comes. Welcome to the show, Don.
Hi, Norm. How you doing?
Good. I enjoyed talking to you off camera. We've got very similar backgrounds. I think you started in the life insurance business a few years maybe ahead of me.
I'll always be your senior. I started in 1970.
Okay, well, you got about 4 years on me.
Well, we both survived 40 plus years, so that's a good thing, I guess.
Yeah, and I already learned something from you, so that's
thank
good.
you.
That's good.
And as well, I've learned from you this morning, so I appreciate the show and appreciate the opportunity to be here.
Okay, good. Hey, I'm going to have you start out, and you have a very, very interesting background, lots of experience. Could you tell our audience about your education and then your career path up until now?
Well, I've been really blessed. I found this business early. I found the life insurance business in 1970 when I was 22 years old. Obviously, at 22 years of age, you don't really realize this is going to be a career, but it did become a career. Very, very blessed in the early years. I had good role models. People that I was associated with encouraged education. So I pursued all the educational pursuits. I went through the American College, got my CLU designation in probably 1978. Beyond that, pursued the Chartered Financial Consultants designation. Did all of the Life Underwriter Training Council studies, got the LUTCF. Later in my life, I pursued the Certified Exit Planning Advisor designation. So from an educational pursuit, I've pursued education all of my life. I continue to pursue education. The actual practice has just grown over those 45 years, from the basics in the very beginning to the more intermediate planning later in life, and now the more advanced planning that goes along with having 45 years of experience.
Great. So you and I just met. How do you think people that would know you the best, how do you think they describe you, like your friends or maybe your wife or someone that...
I've got many friends, many clients, love my family, got a great family. I'd like to think that the way they would describe me is caring, sincere, honest, very, very straightforward. When I work with clients, I always have my clients tell me that they feel comfortable, they feel like I understand their family, their situation, their dilemmas. I like to be a good listener, and I'm very client-centered focus when I do my planning. I always put the client's interest ahead of my own, and that's what I hear my clients tell me.
That's good. Very good traits.
Yeah, I'd like to think so.
So tell us about A&D Insurance Advisors, what types of services they offer.
Well, A&D came about actually 2 years ago. The first 43 years of my 45 years, I actually built a wealth management practice that had evolved into a company called Ames and Weinheimer. And 2 years ago, I sold that company to my former partner, Matt Weinheimer. And it was a very comprehensive wealth management practice. Insurance was a piece of that. When I sold that company, I could do anything I really wanted to do at that stage of my life, but what I really wanted to do was set up a new company, and I set that up with my daughter, Andrea Ames, who is now my partner. Andrea is now 39 years old, so A&D Advisors, Andrea and Don, A&D Insurance Advisors, is the company we own today. Our focus today are business owners, and the business owners are generally mature business owners. The businesses go through 4 stages. They'll go through a survival stage, they'll go through a stability stage, they'll go through a growth stage, and they finally reach a mature stage, which I had reached 2 years ago with Ames and Weinheimer. So our clients are typically the people that are in the growth stage or the more mature stage, and the joy I have with A&D Advisors is serving those clients with insurance products that are custom designed using tax-favored techniques that you can find in the IRS code. And I get to do that with my daughter.
Yeah, so that's fabulous.
That's my real joy.
Yeah, that is. I'm sure that is a joy. As far as you personally, is there one particular area that you like to focus on more than others?
I can't say that there's one particular area. We still, after 45 years, have a very comprehensive level of knowledge to share. And that knowledge could be anything from investment planning to life insurance planning to taxation planning. So there's a variety of things that we talk to the clients about. But a lot of our specific focus will be on the insurance planning that goes along with comprehensive planning.
Okay. So still use a holistic approach and take into account everything.
Very holistic.
Okay.
Very time consuming.
Right.
And because of the time consumption, we really don't go after a large volume of clients. Over the course of a year, we might write 15 to 20 cases.
Okay.
When I was young, I would write 150 cases.
Right.
But in today's world, we'll do 15 to 20 cases a year. They're generally much bigger cases, much more complex cases.
Right. Okay. Where do you get the energy to keep doing this? I mean, some guys our age have already retired.
Well, if I wanted to be retired, I certainly could be. God has blessed me with a very successful life, so I've been able to acquire a fairly substantial personal net worth. So if I really don't want to work, I don't need to work. That brings a lot of freedom when you don't have the pressure of having to work. So I work for the joy of working. And the energy level comes from, I would say, 2 or 3 things. First and foremost, God. I love God. God gives me the energy to get up every day, go to work, produce, and I thank God for every day for that. Secondly, my family. I'm very, very motivated to provide for my family. And even though I have a net worth that will provide for my family if I'm not here, I still feel like I have another 5, 10, 15 years to create earned income. And along that path, show my 39-year-old daughter how to grow into that role.
Right.
And so the energy level comes from God and family and clients.
Okay.
I love serving clients.
Okay, good.
Could I give you an example of a client?
Sure.
Today, I will go see a client named Rip. Rip is 58 years old. Rip is the son of Larry and Justine, who are now 80 years old. Justine and Larry became clients of mine back in the 70s, and I actually served them from that point till now. Now we're helping Larry and Justine with estate planning. Rip, the son, has grown up, and Rip now owns a business. So today I'll go talk to Rip about his business life insurance needs. Rip has 2 children, Scott and Bunny, Stephanie. Stephanie is called Bunny, but Scott and Stephanie, so those are the grandchildren. We've written the insurance for the grandchildren. The grandchildren now have their children, which are the great-grandchildren of Larry and Justine. I will be working with that family over the next 2 weeks, taking care of Rip's needs, and Larry and Justine want to do some Section 529 planning, college planning, for the great-grandchildren using assets of their estate. So the joy of serving clients, the energy level comes from the friendships that you build. You're anxious to go see your friends.
Right, yeah, fabulous. So that's several generations right there.
4 generations.
4 generations. Okay, last question. If you could give business owners a tip on how to maybe find a little more free time away from their business, grow their company faster, transition the ownership to either the next generation or to a third party or to key employee group, if you could pick one thing and give them a tip, what do you think it might be?
Surround yourself with the right people.
Okay.
Surround yourself with key people internally. Your employees, develop key employees that you can delegate work to. And then most important, beyond that, and that's the first thing they have to do. Second thing they have to do is develop a team of professional advisors, which is their external team.
Okay.
They need to have a good CPA. They need to have a good attorney. They need to have a good banker. They need to have a good investment person. They need to have a good insurance person.
Okay.
That's generally the external team that you'd surround that business owner with.
Okay, great interview. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice getting to know you better, too. Okay, that was Don Ames. He's with A&D Insurance Advisor. For more information about Don and his companies, please check out the show notes for this episode on our website.